Hey, my beautiful Aries, what's going on? It's Dr. Leona coming in for, I was going to say big weekend energy. No, this is for your Mercury retrograde. Big weekend energy will be making a return in 2023, and it's going to be changing up a little bit, so you'll have to wait and see the debut. This just popped out, Aries. This just popped out. So I think that might be something related to you. Some of you might be trying to get some new perspective on a situation. I have seen for my beautiful Aries some really nice like commitment coming in for you, like heading toward love. I even think one of the titles in 2022, like in the last few weeks of 2022, was like love could show up at your door or something. And I know that some of you actually have gotten engaged. So thanks for sharing those moments with me, Aries. I'm so excited for you. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, planetary placements, North and South nodes, as well as ascendants. And this will take you basically through this Mercury retrograde period, but it's obviously, I'm going to be marking it down for that first week of January because I do 4 readings a month for each individual sign. And then we're going to have big weekend energy. And we're going to continue with categories like Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and Divine Human, as well as the Tantric Tarot, which I know so many of you love, and the Timeless Tarot. Oh, and Burning Desire. That one was so good. There's also the Twin Flame category that I do. Each of these I do about once a month. And that one was great. Some of you are absolutely going to be meeting your twin in 2023. I'm excited for this year. And check it out, Aries. As I was saying, you guys have love coming in. If you don't have it there already, some of you are a little bit worried. Might be slightly defensive surrounding a relationship. You might have your guard up a little bit. Yeah, you might. Oh yeah, some of you definitely have your guard up. Wow. Okay, Aries. All right, calm down, everybody. I'm talking to me as I say that. We have Mercury energy coming in for you. So that could be part of this Mercury retrograde for you guys, depending on where your Mercury is in your chart, as well as your Mahadasha and Antidarsha. And if you want to learn more about Vedic astrology, I am a Vedic astrologer. In fact, we just had our sort of end of year live predictions, and some people that are bought tickets, they weren't sure how to get on. It's just a Zoom link, y'all. You just click on the link and then it takes you there and good to go. And so some people were like, hey, can you let us know when you log in? It doesn't work like that. You just go on, and then when I pop on, we'll all be together. It'll be like some amazing reunion, effortless, because when I'm doing one of these events, especially during like the work week, I'm not able to go back in and check messages or look at emails or anything like that. Like, you got to just be prepared to just go. Just get on the Zoom link, just click the link and just let it go. And I think that's part of the theme here for my beautiful Aries. Some of you are learning to let go of some of those fears and things that happen from other relationships. You're learning to let go of the things that make you guarded, make you a little overprotective of yourself and maybe others too. Okay, so you might be compensating for things that didn't happen for you also when you were growing up. Some of you, there could be some self-sabotage here. This is your energy, like I said, connected to the past. Okay, so my beautiful Aries, as you move forward, right now on the clock, it's 7:11 and I see 3:56 here. Okay, so interesting energy. Okay, so maybe some of you met someone on July 2nd, 2022. That was a miracle day. Beyond memory in Vedic astrology terms, we just don't know when that will happen again, where 6 planets were all in their own houses and they were all in a row: 11th house, 12th house, 1st house, 2nd house, 3rd house, and 4th house. So 6 houses, all of those houses would be affected. And that 11th house and 12th house, that's that ambition leading you to not just material wealth, but also like spiritual wealth and things that bring you moksha or freedom, creativity. It's like reaching another level. And yes, that would be affecting your physical life and your family and your children, your siblings, your spouse, their siblings, your partner, your, and it would be affecting also your home. So all of that, whoever you met that day, that person was probably meant to bring you changes in all those areas, and you were meant to bring changes for them in all those areas. And the fact that the moon was in its own house, and that only happens for like a 24-hour period, 24 to 48 hours at the most. The moon transits are very quick between the signs. So that was like magic. That made it magical. And so whoever that was that you met on that day, that's the person. That's your person. Who were you with that day? Go backwards and find out, because that they could be somehow a key or some kind of a clue to help you unlock the next sort of phase of your life. All right, so some of you are getting some perspective on a relationship, a love relationship, a partnership that maybe you've put on hold, or the seeds are planted for things to move forward, but I don't know. Yeah, it does look like some of you want to make a decision here. And there is Sagittarius energy. This is Gemini again. You've got double Gemini here on the board already. So that's the energy of Mercury and Mercury retrograde. So that's what I'm reading here. Could be actually affecting this energy of bringing something forward. There could be some delays, or if you are the Aries. So there's a group of Aries. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction in our physical universe. So when I read that some Aries are getting married, others will be leaving a marriage, but moving towards another one. So that energy of marriage is here, but some of you are in relationships you've been in for a long time that just aren't working anymore, and they haven't worked for a long time. And because you probably have something called CPTSD, if you've had a prolonged exposure to neglect or abuse of any kind, even if you don't think it was abuse, because that's part of like the psychology of like Stockholm syndrome / institutionalization. The person that's doing the abuse like makes you feel like you're not connected to reality, and you begin to dissociate yourself. They do that through gaslighting and telling you that it's your fault, and then you begin to believe it, and then you begin to just be like, oh, I'm worthless, nobody else would love me, I have to stay in this situation. So it's a really messed up thing. And some of you are going to be ending a past relationship, or you already have. If you already have, you are working on that too. Some of you are working on it. Some of you are meeting someone through work. There's also a betrayal here of love. Okay, so don't betray somebody who loves you. That's a warning I'm going to give you. It's clearly self-sabotage. If you are in a relationship now and you know it's love, and you're just like, you're going to maybe sabotage it so that you don't have to make change. You're complacent. You might as well just dig a grave and hop in there. I mean, you're alive. If you're alive, this is not Aries energy either. Aries goes. Aries makes the leap. You're one of the most effective signs that I know of in the entire zodiac. You have this energy that's incredible. So use it, my beautiful. Oh no, I'm not gonna. That's right. They're telling me to stop. So this is at the bottom. This relationship is here. Some of you have this. It's here. They're telling me to get this closer. Okay, so it's here. The relationship of your life, the person you're going to be with for the rest of your life, they're here. And they want to be with you too. And I think that some of you are thinking about, also this is also, shoot. All right, you could be ending a working relationship. Some of you could be having an ending within your work, like an end of a cycle possibly. All right, there's two people here that are absolutely kind of, you might just have a secret relationship, and it could be something that happened through work. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I want to clarify this so badly. We're going to clarify it over at the Extended, though, my beautiful Aries, and I'll pull you an oracle card. So, all right, let's get these cards to kind of shuffle up a little bit, because I know everybody likes to see some shuffles, but as you know, I'm a disabled reader, so I can't like use my left hand in the same way. I can use it, but it is not coordinated enough for me to do the Vegas shuffles, as I like to call them. That's what other readers do. Good for them if they can do that. It's not, that's ableist if you think that that's the only way that I can get the cards to tell you the truth. Don't be ableist. I never knew that word until recently, and now I'm like, oh, I like it. Now I'll say to someone who's like, oh, you know, they'll start in on something, and I'll say, oh, that sounds a little ableist. Yeah, but you know, it's the truth. Okay, so who is this King of Cups? Let's find out. Let's find out about your energy here. There's a betrayal here. There's some sabotaging. There's some sneaking around. I don't know, but we'll find out. Some of you could have done that in the past, and you might be kind of worried about that. I see this energy of work. Some of you are going back to work. I'm hearing it could have been a delay in going back to work for some of you. Oh, through health? All right, let's find out. There's third-party energy. What's this choice? You're making a permanent decision here. And this is why this Hangman is in the reverse or upright. The Hangman is the only one who, when he's in reverse, is actually upright. So it's good energy. It's like some of you are just getting clarity about what you want, what you need, and you're going to be moving towards that. It is connected to a relationship, a partnership. Some of you are quite protective about it, probably because there could be a third party. It could also be that in the past there was a third party in your experience, and that's what it looks like to me here too. And I don't know if that was you that created a third party situation for somebody, or if someone else created that in your world and kind of turned it upside down a little bit. I'm getting that. I'm also getting this tremendous sense of like electricity through my left arm, like I feel almost paralyzed. Wow. I don't even know what that's about. Okay, wow, that's freaking me out a little bit. Holy cannoli. I wish I had a cannoli. Speaking of, all right, so I'm gonna have to use that hand, because this hand is like, I can't practically move it. Oh wow, this is shaking me up, guys. Whew. Who said being a psychic was easy? It is not. I literally started crying in the Leo reading, because the other side, there were all these pets coming through, and I was like, oh my God, I can't stand it. So crying my eyes out. I think we're okay with these cards not clarifying these guys, but everything else I really wanted to get some more clarity on. And let's go ahead and pull you, 1313, when I saw that. You have a guardian angel on your side, and that guardian angel is probably my beautiful Heidi. She is my guardian angel. She's one of them. My goodness, she's so lovely. I just love her so much. And she says that you guys have a guardian angel looking over you at all times. They're on your side. You can feel their wings wrapped around you, protective energy. That's really what I'm getting. For some of you, it's a family member that's coming through. I'm seeing, here we go. I'm seeing a grandmother, a grandfather. I'm seeing an uncle. I'm also hearing the name Peg. I don't know how that's connected to you. If it's connected to you, this is a big general collective reading. So I'm seeing Lawrence, Kansas. I'm seeing also the name Lawrence in general. So Larry, Lawrence, Lori. Lawrence, Kansas is coming through very strongly. So is a grandfather connected to Lawrence, Kansas. I don't know, y'all. Y'all have to let me know, okay? So that's all I'm gonna do, because I'm about to start crying again. So I just can't handle it. That's the bottom line. I keep hearing the things that they're saying, and I'm like so sad about it. So come on over to Patreon if you want to know more. If you want to learn about Vedic Astrology, of course, come in as a VIP. That's your best bet. It's your best value too, because you get all the Vedic astrology videos. And in that live event that I just did on the 30th, one of the people there had done some research on their own and realized that they were in what's called the Sati, which is a 7.5-year period controlled by Saturn. Okay, it's not the same as the Mahadasha, like a Saturn Mahadasha, which is like a 19-year period controlled by Saturn with some influence from the other planets. This has more to do with where Saturn is in relation to like your moon, and also like what house Saturn is in at that time in relation to the moon. And it's a 7.5-year period influenced by Saturn, and Saturn was retrograde from like June 4th, 2022, all the way to like October 22nd, 23rd of 2022. And when that happened, and Saturn went direct toward the end of 2022, Saturn was then installed as king for the next 40 years in astrology terms, okay? So come on over if you want to know more about that. You've heard of the Saturn return? It's not good, right? My Saturn return, I got cancer. So I'm not joking about that. And that's where the disability came from. That's why the hand doesn't work in the same way it works, but it doesn't have the same fine motor skills. I can't pick things up. Sometimes I struggle to pick it up. I just can't do it. And that's where that comes from. So my beautiful Aries, let's go to the extended and find out what's going on here in this relationship that's a burgeoning relationship for some of you. Some of you are still working on patterns from the past, psychological patterns from the past, where you need to get beyond that sense of being a little bit guarded. It's like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop. Things are going well in the relationship, but because of something in the past. So that's telling me that a therapist would be someone that would be really helpful, a life coach, a hypnotherapist, any of those things could be really helpful. A Vedic astrologer could help you figure it out. This is what happened here, and this is why that happened, and this time around, things aren't going to happen that way, and I'd be able to tell you that. And I would be honest. I would be, as painful as I know it would be, I would be honest with you, because that's what you need to hear, the honest part of it. All right, everyone, I love you so much. I'll see you on Patreon. Follow me over. The link is below. Until then, bye now.